Hello YouTube, it is going to be hot again. They've actually said we had a 108-degree heat index a few days ago. It is Friday, the 28th. We are fighting flies. We had a downpour yesterday. I was trapped under here in a raging flood of water coming through and rain pouring down. You can see water. You see that carpet over there? That's where it comes down between the tarp and the door. But it wasn't bad. It drained off quick. I've got good drainage. But the flies are terrible. I'm waiting to see them start bunching up again. I have killed over a dozen. Anyway, take a close-up of that. This is my favorite grindstone type. I found them at a pawn shop. They don't have as much cordage in them. So I got a little pick. See how I got that almost to a knife edge? You won't do that with them cheapy ones. Okay, we're going to sharpen this only on one side. So we come down, we're going to chop on the wood. It's only sharp on one side. And I did mention that to one of the subscribers. With one side sharpened like that, see I'm about halfway there. It's going to be kind of like an awl. You know, an awl is sharpened on one side like a wood chip. So when you turn it, you can bore through wood. We'll find out. This is a reference line, not to grind to it. It ain't perfect. Like back here I messed up. I had a short ruler. That's all it was. I didn't have a long enough ruler. I kind of guessed there. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. And we're going to use the grinder to start out with. Then we're going to file it to the shape and angle we want. It's going to take a little work. We're going to be standing at the vines, which is good because my back is really hurting me. I've got a pillow in my chair to put on my lower back, you know, kind of support it. That's where it hurts. And believe me, this chair right now is almost more comfortable than my couch in the house. Anyway, back off. Thanks to the work service. Like I said, we're going to stand up and do our filing. We'll show you how we got that set up when we do it. We did build this with one of them scrubby wheels. See the lines, how we went on the edge. I always showed you we used to go on the edge of the wheel. I have to stop. I'm starting to get choked up again. Okay, we coughed and gagged and drank some lemonade with ice in it. Do not drink pop in this weather. It will kill you. If you're inside the AC, I had an orange crush yesterday, but then I went to lemonade before my day was done, before I went to sleep. And I still got some left with ice in it. Do not drink pop in this weather, people. Drink water or weak lemonade or something. And like I said, I always mix 12 ounces of ice, I guess, with 12 ounces of liquid. So I'm watering down my lemonade. So it's half ice, half water. That's how to do it. That way you just end up drinking flavored water. You don't need all that sugar. Nobody does. You see how that's kind of half in the middle? And that's why I didn't put, there's a reason I didn't put a point in it, because when I'm done sharpening, it's probably going to be sharpened almost over to there. We're going for quite an angle. Oh, we guessed this angle. If this is flat, that's about, what, 25 degrees, I think? Which doesn't matter, but still it might. We've got this marked out where it goes on the wooden handle. We're going to cut down a sheetrock screw so it's real short. So you can just screw it, because it's just to hold this on so it don't go flying. You know, you stuck the hand, you start chopping, you don't want this thing to fly off. That's safety item, safety lock. There we go. Okay, let's get to work. And we'd like to barbecue today, but it's so going to be so hot. But I might have a way. We may get lucky. Watch me get out my little, it's my fold-up stainless stove. Made out of stainless. I think I'm going to give it a try on the video here today. I got 4 little beef sausages. They're like big hot dogs. Okay, Johnsonville makes them, and the ones I buy are cheaper, and I like them better. They're Eckridge. Might be made by Smithyfield or whatever. You'll find them at like dollar stores and stuff in the grocery stores. Johnsonville ones I like for chili dogs, but they are kind of spicy. You know, when you get that burn in your throat, like you eat some of them bad hot dogs, they're just not the greatest. Showing this as I'm rambling, see? Well, let's get to work and see what happens. Got a little work area here. This has been working out pretty good. I got to kind of lean over, but to the sander I don't have to lean too far. Just nice little work area. The stump's too low. I think I showed that I put little feet on it, a little piece 2x4, so the bottom can't get wet, so it's been stained. It's that white coat on the top. Almost looked like I burned that, huh? But no, it's not burnt. It's just how the stain took. Okay, I've said enough chit chat. Even though it's Sunday, let's get to work. I'm looking at the timer. We yak for 3 minutes. Okay, this is just a grinder. See how that looks about like 45 degrees? I tried to get a picture of it. We're not going to go any further than that. We just left the line. And if you look, this has not been touched. Remember, when you're putting in a bevel on a knife, don't mess with the edge. It's going to be sharp. Here, back off. Wow. Something fell out of the tree. You hear that hit the tarp? There's a little better shot. Yeah. Don't mess where your cutting edge is going to be. You don't want to take no metal away from there. It's a knack. Let's see if we can get up here like this. I'm going to go see what fell off the tree, then I'll tell you. A branch or something. It just ain't going to focus. Okay, that's all you get. Well, let's get back to work. Next, we're going to use the file. Let that train get through. Well, it's been several hours. We even used our diamond file. See how this tip rolls over at the very end? I was trying to imitate, without going to get it, my Camp King pocket knife awl. Instead, it goes back to a point. You come around and it's kind of like a drill bit. You know, you want to take the back off. You want it higher up here and lower down here. I can see a fly getting my friend. This has a beveled edge like a lawnmower blade. I sharpened at an angle and I went kind of like this and sharpened it again. So say it was like this, went like this, and then we rounded it and blended it. Because it's going to take a beating and we don't want a sharp angle. But we want it sharp. We took a little bit off here. A micro edge on the back. You know, so you got a sharp edge. But if it'll scrape your thumbnail, it's pretty sharp. You know, kind of scrape on your thumbnail for a test. There you go. We're going to go inside for a while. It's past noon, about 1 o'clock. We've been out since 8:30. It is hot. It is like 80 degrees under here, and I don't even want to know the dew point. So we'll be back. We're not going to barbecue today. We're going to do it maybe this evening. Our little fold-out stove, or we'll have to wait till tomorrow. I got a fly crawling on the viewing screen on the back of my camera. They will attack the hand that you're working with, or the hand that holds the fly swatter, or they get to the back of your arm. I think I've said it before. They'll get clear on the back of your arm like this. Well, you can't swat that with a fly swatter like this. You got to try to roll your arm. Sharpie marker just helps you stay even when you color it, and plus it takes that brightness off. Otherwise you kind of get blinded. I do have a lamp above me. Well, it's over there a few feet away, but yeah, that'll help you. This thing just does not want to focus. I don't know if it's the humidity. There's nothing on the lens. I wiped the lens off before I started recording, so we'll take a break. We'll be back. Well, everybody, we determined it's too hot. We're going back in. We're quitting for the day, I should say. We went back in the house, and it is now 90 plus under here. And it's not going to cool off till nighttime. Last night it was 78 degrees overnight. Anyway, I'm going to have a video I'll post of me sanding down my desktop with my quarter sheet sander with some 80 grit. And it was part of a sanding belt. It was the experiment. But I need to put the screw in here because this kept coming loose. I could not baton this. This is old dried out ancient mulberry. If it was shorter, it might split. But that dug a pretty good hole, huh? Of course, I kept making it bigger. I'd dig in and then, you know, go around the edge. But yeah, you can bore through a piece of wood. It's not that heavy to be chopping on the bark, but it does work. It's not that heavy of a tool. So thanks for watching. Enjoy the video I put up after this, and we'll see you next week. Hello YouTube, it's Saturday. We don't feel like working hard, so we're going to sand this off. That's some 80 grit off a sanding belt, off my belt sander. It don't fit the bass. It's not one, but it'll work. We're going to get rid of some of it. This is the grit I got set up. These are like 1 foot, so it's 2 foot, 16 inches deep. We marked over the edge in case we disappear too much. It's good for laying out stuff. So let's get to work, make this a real short video. We'll bring you back. We'll see what it looks like when I'm done. Well, we're rather impressed with that 80 grit. And you can see where I dug my sander in. I know you're not supposed to, but it's mine. Digging in like this, so you can really get in there and rip that down. This was dark green before, because you want it kind of feathered. We're going to get a can of primer to spray this. This was Rust-Oleum brush on, and I ain't had no thinner. I messed up. I put it on thick with no thinner, with a 4-inch brush. I have a video on building this work table. You can probably just put in their work table, workbench. I always tell everybody, when you look at all that stuff on someone's channel, you see that little round magnifying glass where it says about, like videos and about, all that stuff in there, and then you'll see that little, click on that and type in what you want. I do it all the time, on my own channel even. We're just going through looking. Like this stuff, I'm not going to worry about getting all that out, because you're going to spend on doing this, one little spot. A spot like this, going to go like this, you're doing body work. Feathered. And this was really rough. This can almost cut your finger. This aluminum trim, you can't really see it over the, because that's painted, but it's aluminum trim that's stuck in there. It's just a little bead of it. And you get down here like that, that'll get you, it'll cut your finger. So I'm happy to that. See where the green is? This was a desktop that had wood on it. It was so heavy I could not lift it myself. The wood ended up being the shelf down here at one time, and then turned into a bed. So this was very heavy, because on top of the wood they had that board stuff with the vinyl on it, and it was totally shot. So that's why somebody redid it with some cheapy OSB type, not OSB, it's that sawdust pack wood, whatever, MDF wood, and then put the veneer stuff over it. So I think someone made it. You can buy that veneer, not quite 1/8 of an inch thick. There you go. We showed it to you now. Thanks for watching. We'll get some gray primer. We'll bring you back on someday. We're not going to worry about way back in there. We'll just kind of fog it. And we're taking this down because it needs a little work to it. So it'll be off here when I paint. I'll show you that. The problem I'm having with the bolt there. You'll see it in a video. We're gone. We're out of here.